What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Xenny Trap, and I'm back with another video, man. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you like the video. I would appreciate it. Today we got KTA's female affiliates took revenge on Foolio female killer. So without further ado, let's get straight to this video, man. Key.
The pressure is finally getting to Alicia Andrews because not only did she snitch on her boyfriend, she allegedly tried to rat the gang out to get a lower sentence. Hillsborough County State Attorney Susie Lopez announced that all 5 suspects will face life in prison, even the ones that didn't pull the trigger. Alicia might be trying to avoid that, considering the things KTA female affiliates have allegedly done to her in jail. But her actions have consequences, and you won't believe what the first consequence has been. Revenge on Alicia Andrews. Karma seems to be catching up to Alicia Andrews, one of the prime suspects in the murder of Foolio. But before we get to what can only be described as a brutal revenge, I want to show y'all reasons why you should never bring your girl on a mission, especially when it involves killing someone. Police documents revealed that Alicia snitched on her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, in her post-Miranda statement. Alicia identified herself in all the footage she was seen in and identified Isaiah Chance as the driver of the suspect vehicle. She further confessed to the police that she allowed Chance to use her phone while he communicated with Sean Gathright. This obviously creates a problem for Isaiah because it seems the cops weren't exactly sure he was the person driving the vehicle. But now, with Alicia spilling the beans, law enforcement seems to finally connect the dot. Police documents revealed that on the 23rd of July, 2024, Alicia Andrews and Isaiah traveled into Tampa in a silver Chevy Cruze and visited the Teasers Gentleman Club and Truth 18 nightclub. Y'all know how Foolio was publicly advertising his location on Insta the day before his murder? Well, turns out the Teasers Gentleman and Truth 18 were both clubs that Foolio had posted to his Instagram that he was going to make an appearance at. But what makes this interesting is that surveillance cameras captured Alicia and Isaiah at both scenes. The camera showed Isaiah stepping out of the car to make a call using a phone that would later be identified as Alicia's. Upon further investigation, it was uncovered that Isaiah was indeed contacting Sean Gathright. If you thought this couldn't get any messier, well, you'd be wrong, because in a desperate attempt to get a lower sentence, Alicia denied having any knowledge of the homicide. Unfortunately for her, she isn't a very smart liar, because the fact that the police caught her lying multiple times during the interview, there is already so much video evidence against. At some point, she said they were only at Teasers Club and Truth 18 Club because herself and Chance were thinking of going to party there. She said they had gone there to ask how much it was to get in. However, the CCTV footage the police recovered from both clubs proved her statement false. But it didn't end there. She later admitted to herself and Chance being in the Cruze at the homicide scene, but she claimed they were just lost and were turning around in the parking lot and denied knowing the victims were there. To prove that her story is bull, a recent video that went viral shows that she may have been present at Foolio's birthday party and was partying with him before allegedly sharing his location to Sean Gathright. If she is the one in the video, that proves her claim that she had no idea who the victim was another dumb lie. The day before Foolio would be murdered, he posted on Instagram that he was in Tampa celebrating his birthday. He later mentioned that police had kicked him out of an Airbnb, prompting him to move the party to a new location. Little did he know, a group of suspects had traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa with the sole intention of ending his life. The suspects meticulously planned their attack, ensuring they would catch Jones off guard. At around 4:40 a.m., officers responded to the shooting at the hotel parking lot. They found 2 vehicles riddled with bullets and Foolio's lifeless body. The suspects had thoroughly planned their attack, ensuring they would catch Jones off guard. The investigation revealed that Chance and Andrews tracked Foolio and his entourage to 2 separate locations before the final attack at the Home 2 Suites on McKinley Drive. At 4:38 a.m., 3 shooters exited a vehicle and walked towards the hotel. Armed with a handgun and 2 rifles, they unleashed rounds of gunfire, killing Jones and injuring 3 others who miraculously survived. But back to Alicia. What makes this story quite amusing is that when the video of her nonchalant behavior during her arrest went viral, many people online predicted that she was going to snitch once she figured the harsh reality that awaited.
Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
One ex-user wrote, "That girl gave the location up. She finna tell everything." Another wrote, "The girl will be the first to tell. Their life is now over. They should have let the Lord handle it." But I gotta tell y'all, birds of a feather do flock together, because not only did Alicia snitch on her boyfriend, Isaiah also snitched on himself. The investigation into the case brought up a conversation that Isaiah had on a Twitter space just before the murder. Of course, he didn't say it straight up. He tried to code it in street language, but it was easy to decode, and I doubt it would be any harder for the feds.
You got bigger fish to fry.
You with the fish?
No, I'm not. Hell nah.
I don't got no fish to fry.
It's clearly Foolio he is talking about, and unfortunately for him, this will potentially be used as evidence in court against him. Speaking of courts, during a pretrial hearing, the Hillsborough County judge denied Alicia Andrews her boo, Isaiah Chance and Sean Gathright bond, so they not leaving anytime soon. By now, you might be wondering, why would Alicia Andrews be a target of the KTA's female affiliate, besides the obvious fact that she was involved in the attack? One other detail that is clear is that her boyfriend Isaiah Chance is actually a documented member of the ATK gang. So the speculation is that the alleged revenge on Alicia may be as a result of her boyfriend's affiliation, probably to send a message. With the history of KTA in Jacksonville, it's clear that they are not a very forgiving gang, and I doubt the females are any different, so Alicia is going to be having a very difficult time. On another note, a new investigation has shown a detailed analysis of the role of all 5 suspects in the attack on Foolio and how they were caught. For instance, besides the obvious CCTV footage, one of the ways the police was able to figure out that Rashad Murphy was one of the shooters was the fact he is left-handed, and when forensics did their work, they proved that some of the shots fired were from a left-handed individual. But before I give y'all the gist on that, I want to walk y'all through a short detail on the beef between ATK and KTA. KTA and ATK are the biggest gangs in Jacksonville, however. This comes with its own problems. From constant fights for territory to murder and attacks on both sides, the streets of Jacksonville are filled with frequent cases of murder. Before the death of Foolio, he led the KTA gang while ATK was led by Youngin Ace, and both had been at each other's neck for years. Things first escalated in May 2017 when 19-year-old Zion Brown was murdered by a man later identified as Deontry Thomas, a close associate of Youngin Ace. This would then lead to the retaliation shooting in June 2018 that cost the life of Youngin Ace's brother, Trayvon Bullard, and 2 others, Royal Devon Smith Jr. and Jacoby Groover. They had all gone out to celebrate Trayvon's birthday when they were ambushed. All 3 died and only Youngin Ace survived. After this, more retaliation followed. In February of 2019, Foolio's 16-year-old brother, Adrian Gaynor, also known as Bibby, was killed by an ATK member, Xu, at a Moncrief area apartment complex. Youngin Ace and Foolio would also survive multiple attempts on their lives as the years went by. Even after the death of Foolio, more killings have still been recorded. So now let's get back to the gist on the details of the roles of each of the 5 suspects in the murder of Julio Foolio. Role of the 5 suspects in the operation. There's been a lot of news since the death of Foolio, but I'm going to give y'all new information that really breaks down the role each suspects. First, we have Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance. Alicia, 21 years old, was a key player. Her role, like I described earlier, was the surveillance of Foolio's movements and to feed that information to Sean Gathright. With the help of boyfriend Isaiah Chance as a driver, she tracked Foolio to multiple locations before the final attack. Andrews and Chance were both arrested in Jacksonville more than a month after the crime. They faced 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. Next, we have 18-year-old Sean Gathright. Gathright is one of the 3 suspects identified as the shooter in this case. His young age makes his involvement all the more shocking. Gathright, along with Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy, is believed to have pulled the trigger, ending Jones's life.
Hey man,